my wife and I own a small business. We had our first location. We opened it. We've been open for about 9 months. We're turning a profit. We thought, hey, this is great. We know what we're doing. This is easy. Let's open up another location. We opened up that second location and immediately started having problems. It turned out we really didn't know what we were doing. We were just lucky with the first location. We were having a lot of difficulties finding our target market in the second location. Marketing that worked in the first location didn't work at all in the second location. And we didn't know why. We had no idea why we couldn't get any clients in. We had one particular marketing that would work in the first location. We'd do the same marketing and we'd get a 10% response from what we got in the first location. So we were losing money month after month after month. And my wife ended up going to a seminar given by an action coach. And from that seminar, she came back, oh, all kinds of ideas. Hey, let's do this, and this is great. We can save the business. But of course, we really didn't do anything with it. We just took that information and said, okay, that's neat. And then she ended up going to another seminar. Same kind of idea. She got some more ideas, came home, ended up at least joining a profit club. And so she was getting some regular bi-weekly ideas. Well, still wasn't really implementing anything in the business. There wasn't really any accountability, so we weren't really getting anywhere. We were still losing lots of money. Finally, after going to a 90-day planning session with the coach that she was working with, she decided to sit down and have a conversation with her. What can you do to maybe help my business? We sat down with our coach, and in 10 minutes, she showed us very clearly why we couldn't reach our target market in the second location and why we were having such an easy time in the first location, and seemed very obvious that we really didn't know what we were doing with our business, and she really had a lot of ideas and a lot of information that could help us. So it was a no-brainer. We went on board, took her on as a coach, and I found myself, as I was learning stuff with the coach, going to some of the other business owners that were by one of our businesses and helping them. I was going, hey, this is great, you got to try this, you got to do this. And ended up, shortly after that, I had one of the business owners going, well, I want to meet that person. And she came to, I sat her down at a profit club, and I introduced her to my coach, and she said, okay, now I want to work with you. How do I sign up? How do I get you to be my coach? Okay. It was kind of at that particular point that I realized maybe this is something that I really want to do. Well, and interestingly enough, at that particular time, the coach that we had on board was looking to expand her firm and to bring on coaches. So it seemed like a natural progression. Talked to her, we sat down and decided this is what we wanted to do, and she was really interested in bringing me on. And 4 months after I became a client of an action coach, I started the process of becoming a coach. That's why I got here today. Most business owners typically get into a business because they have a skill or they have an idea or they have a product. That's what they know how to do. That's what they like to do. They don't really know how to run the business. They don't know how to really market to people. Maybe they have a marketing skill, and that's the thing that they know in the business, and they don't know a lot of the other things. Nobody's really taught all the different areas of how to run your business. You're focusing on what particular product that you sell or service that you sell. That's it. Well, how do you know how to do these other things? You don't know what you don't know. I love the oh my gosh, how did I not know that? When you can really sit down with somebody and the eyes just open up, it's like, wow, the BFOs, when the lights start coming on, and I get it now. And if they've been in their business for a little while, or even if they're new and they really don't know what they're doing, and they can't get things going, and they don't know why, and then suddenly you're able to help them, and they went into business because they had an idea, they thought it would be great, they wanted this great experience to own their own business, run their own business, and it hasn't been any fun. And it's being able to reinstill that fun in people. That's what it's all about, is seeing that enjoyment of suddenly, I'm enjoying life again, I'm enjoying my business. That's why I do what I do. I own a business that took on a coach. That was how I got here. I've had a coach I've been a client of Action Coach, and my coach has significantly impacted my life in that 6 months later, I became a coach because I was so moved with the things that were happening in the business and with the effect that you could have on people's business and lives. And it really has changed both my and my wife's life on a daily basis, how we do things. Every day is drastically different than the next. Where I was last year is completely different to where I'm going to be this year, and I'm so excited about where I'm going to be next year because there's so many possibilities to life now. And it's all because of that initial experience with that first coach. I'm very passionate about what I do. I truly believe that it all works. I've been there. I've been a client. I understand it. I've seen it work. I believe it. You just got to be willing to take that step. I love teaching business owners. A lot of it centers around marketing because that was some of the first things that I learned about why they're not reaching their client base, what it is that they're not doing, and a lot of times they don't even really know what their client base is. Not everybody is your client, and getting them to understand that. And then another big thing is a lot of business owners really do devalue themselves. They will be one of the lower business owners that we typically work with are quite often the lower prices of their particular market because they don't think their product is worth that or they don't want to raise their price. And what it really is they're devaluing themselves. They don't see the value that they bring to the table. And it's being able to give them that and understand how much more they have to offer. I'm a high I. I love to talk. I love working with people. I think people just in general like talking to me. I've always had a real ease of talking to people, and I really get excited when they start having success. If something's really working, I get really excited. A lot of times more excited than the client. So I think they really get a kick out of seeing that, and that has a positive effect on them as well. That helps bring their excitement level up to things as well. I'm passionate about what I do. I believe that I can help you. I've been there. I've seen the changes that having a coach can make. And I believe I can do that for you. You just have to decide what you're willing to do to get where you want to go. It's your choice. Action.